Get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Now it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Here's Tomlinson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Hey, exit. Pick your game up. Clear. Hey, defense, let's go. Now. Bravo. 24's the mic. Let's make these babies ready.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. That one's complete to Tomlinson. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go with Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Go now. 10-2 start. Switch it. Switch 61. Match box. Light. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 24 is the mic.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
On the ready. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Man left, man left. You got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Murray off play action. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
He's crashing.
They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Lobo. Hey, high 7. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Bam, bam. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And that one results in 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Escaping the pressure right. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
11.
On second down, it's Brown. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Throwing on third. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Three down.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd and 2, Bradshaw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Bradshaw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta.
Check, 59. That's the pass.
Ready.
2nd and 4. And the catch made by Hopkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Tomlinson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
To throw on third down, Bradshaw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to his right. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Right back to Brown. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Goff. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down now, it's Brown. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, 76! 76!
From the gun on third down, Goff eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Off the play fake. Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ready?
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike.
Murray now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
24 is the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 24 is the mic.
Go.
22.
Throwing again. Bradshaw. His throw incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
22 Jet Bomber.
Check 31. Check 31.
Defense.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. To throw is gone. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Let's go. Go ground.
Third and long. It's gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Tiger.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. They won on two fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Check.
Back to throw. Gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, Tomlinson. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Gone. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun. Gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On third down, Brown. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
At the 32-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they